awe-inspiring in the heart of Australia, nestled amidst the urban sprawl, lies Adelaide. A city not just built of bricks and mortar, but also painted with the vibrant strokes of human expression. Here the buildings aren't just structures, they are canvases waiting to be transformed by the city's most daring artists. As we stroll through this urban jungle, every corner and alleyway reveals another layer of Adelaide's hidden art scene. From the grandiose to the gritty, every mural tells a story. A story of culture, of rebellion, of history painted with every colour you can imagine. But who are the creators of these vibrant masterpieces? They are the unsung heroes of the art world, graffiti artists. With each spray, stroke and line, they challenge our perceptions, urging us to see the world through a kaleidoscope of colours and shapes. As night falls, the city transforms. The walls light up under the glow of the street lamps, each mural taking on a life of its own. We delve deeper into this nocturnal gallery, exploring the depths of graffiti culture. Here, in the stillness of the night, you can almost hear the whispers of the artists, each one adding their voice to the vibrant chorus that is Adelaide's graffiti scene. But graffiti is more than just paint on a wall, it's a dialogue. It's a vibrant discussion that speaks of identity, community and the pulse of urban life. Through our exploration tonight, we'll uncover not just the art, but the stories behind them. What inspires these artists, the tales they tell through their work and the impact they hope to achieve. Join me as we journey through this graffiti wonderland, uncovering the layers of paint and passion that coat the city. From the hidden alleys to the sprawling murals, every piece is a testament to the spirit of Adelaide's people. Bold, unrestrained and beautifully complex. This is DstrukT.TV, unveiling Adelaide's urban canvas one story at a time. Subscribe now and join us on this colourful journey. Let's discover together the art that transforms a cityscape into a landscape of dreams. Adelaide's suburbs, neat lawns, quiet streets, everything seems orderly, peaceful. But you know, beneath the surface a hidden world waits. It's a world full of colour and chaos. As the sun sets, a transformation begins. Walls turn into canvases. What once was ordinary now becomes extraordinary. As darkness falls, out of the shadows, artists emerge. The sounds of spray cans hiss through the air. Stencils appear out of nowhere. Murals start to bloom across the walls, showcasing intricate designs and bold colours. These murals, they tell stories, provoke emotions. Not everyone embraces this art form, though. Some see only vandalism where others see expression. Debates rage on. Is it art or an eyesore? Sometimes the line really blurs. Graffiti, it really sparks controversy, doesn't it? Is it art or is it crime? That's a valid question. Perspectives differ widely. Some see beauty, artistic expression, a challenge to conformity. Others see destruction, defacing property, a sign of decay. The debate continues with no easy answers in sight. Look closer. Beyond the colours and chaos, there's depth. Symbolism hidden in plain sight. A dove signifies peace. A broken chain represents freedom. A red poppy honours fallen soldiers. These symbols add layers of meaning. They invite interpretation. They make the art more than just aesthetics. Imagine a scene where nature meets nurture in the most unexpected way. Here I am, standing at the edge of what once was someone's home, now just a skeleton against a dramatic sunset. This isn't just a story of destruction. It's one of rebirth, of taking something forgotten and breathing life back into it through art. I meet up with Giblet, Ozark and Chase. Each carries the tools of transformation, cans of spray paint bursting with potential. As we step closer, every wall, every charred beam feels like a canvas whispering possibilities. Giblet, with that mischievous sparkle in his eyes, traces the walls, his fingers sketching out his next masterpiece. Ozark, the seasoned artist, leans back, his gaze calculating, while Chase can barely contain his excitement, ideas visibly bubbling over. And then the magic begins. Giblet's tag emerges in shades of grey and a dash of vibrant green, a literal and figurative mark of new beginnings. Chase, in contrast, splashes purple and blue, his laughter almost audible in the bold strokes. Ozark, with meticulous hands, paints his loyalty to the craft in metallic tones. The symphony of hissing spray cans and the rhythmic dance of rollers against rough brick crescendos as each piece takes shape. This isn't just painting, it's a statement, a declaration that from ashes great beauty can rise. As we each step back, the unity in our diverse styles shines through. Ozark adds the final touch, a stroke of white that makes his message gleam under the setting sun. In that moment there's a palpable sense of camaraderie, a shared victory. Pulling back, the camera captures this transformed space, a once desolate house now alive with vivid graffiti. It's more than just colours, it's a testament to creativity and resilience, a beacon of hope in the ruins. As we walk away, the scene fades, but the impact remains, echoing the power of transformation and the enduring human spirit to create and reclaim. The city's forgotten corner. A shell of a building ravaged by fire stands as a monument to neglect. But for Chase and Hyphen, it's a canvas waiting to be reborn. These two graffiti artists, Chase and Hyphen, aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. But with the walls already smothered in tags, they got to find a fresh spot. Tucked away, a hidden gem, a perfect canvas for their artistic vision. Chase reaches for his weapon of choice. An iron lac can, its glossy sheen promising vibrant colours. His tag, a fortress of greens, takes shape. It's Chase marking his territory with a touch of nature's fury. Hyphen counters with a symphony of purples. His name, a vibrant melody dancing beside Chase's verdant fortress. In the shadow of the burnt building, amidst the ashes, art rises. Chase and Hyphen leave their mark, a testament to the indomitable spirit of creativity. This ain't vandalism, this is a conversation, a story told in vibrant colours. Remember, respect the art, respect the artists. Imagine walking through the city and seeing not just walls, but potential. For graffiti artists, every blank wall is a canvas waiting to be transformed. It's not just about rebellion or making a statement, it's about reimagining spaces and turning them into something vibrant and thought-provoking. Graffiti brings colour and life to the often grey concrete of urban landscapes. Artists see beyond the present, envisioning a burst of colour where there is none. It's this vision that drives them to create, pushing the boundaries of what urban environments can represent. As you walk past a mesmerising mural, consider the vision it took to create such a piece. This isn't just paint, it's a layer of dreams and ideas applied to the real world. It transforms not just the wall, but also the perceptions of those who pass by, offering a glimpse into the artist's mind. The concrete jungle, a harsh environment, unforgiving and devoid of colour. But within this urban sprawl, a splash of life awaits. Focus in on a lone figure, Ozark, the graffiti artist approaching a weathered brick wall. Ozark pulls out a paint roller and begins methodically buffing the wall black. He starts with a base coat, a layer of darkness upon which his creation will blossom. Ozark swaps the paint roller for a white spray can. He meticulously outlines bold letters, forming his name, Ozark. With practiced ease, he lays down the skeleton of his masterpiece. Each line a stroke of defiance against the monotonous grey. A splash of colour erupts. Purple, the lifeblood of royalty chosen to adorn his name, just like a king. This is an artist ruling in this concrete kingdom. With swift strokes, he outlines the letters, giving them definition. A subtle shift. The boldness of the purple is tempered with a touch of grey, a reminder of the unforgiving environment that birthed this art. But our artist isn't content with mere colour. He craves depth, a story within his story. With a flourish, he creates a backdrop, a wall of shimmering aqua bricks. A touch of whimsy. A playful explosion erupts, shattering the monotony and adding a dash of humour to this urban masterpiece. Ozark returns to the purple, his final touch. And then, the final stroke, a web of cracks crawls across the purple, transforming it into a field of shattered glass. The once barren wall is now a vibrant canvas, a testament to human creativity. In the concrete jungle, Ozark has claimed his territory, not with violence but with a splash of colour, a burst of creativity. His name, forever etched in this urban landscape, a beacon for those who dare to dream in a world of grey. The urban oasis, A concrete jungle softened by the presence of water, a refuge from the relentless sprawl. But for our two protagonists, it's more than that. It's a stage. F-Bomb and Ozark, veterans of the concrete canvas, prepare to leave their mark. Their weapons of choice, not chisels and stone, but rollers and spray paint. Their battlefield, this imposing wall. The groundwork is laid, a foundation of grey, a subtle nod to the concrete jungle they inhabit. But this is just the beginning. With practiced hands, they define their creations. Black lines dance across the grey, like cracks snaking through ancient stone. Their names become testaments to resilience, standing strong against the relentless tide of time. A burst of colour erupts. The starkness of the concrete is softened with a wash of purple, a symbol of imagination blossoming in the heart of the urban landscape. Finally, they reach for cans of pink. In the heart of the concrete jungle, a splash of colour, a burst of light. F-Bomb and Ozark have claimed their territory, not with conquest, but with creativity. Their names stand tall, a testament to the enduring power of art in the urban landscape. In the heart of the city, three artists with spray cans are about to make a mark that's more than skin deep. They stumble upon animalistic ink, a tattoo haven bursting with personality. But these guys ain't here for ink on skin, they crave a wall to speak on. Permission granted, boys, make this place raw. A blank canvas awaits, time to unleash their vision. The palette's tight, blue and black for the base. But the real magic lies in the background. The flames. Chase unleashes a fiery explosion. Ribbons lays down a slick blaze, and voice conjures a chaotic inferno. This ain't your average backdrop. These flames are an extension of their style. From blank canvas to firestorm, animalistic ink got a serious upgrade, courtesy of Chase, ribbons and voice. Now, animalistic ink isn't just about ink under the skin, it's a canvas of creativity that roars in the face of the city. This is the power of collaboration. The debate rages on: vandalism or art, a defiant act or a creative expression. The line blurs, perspectives clash. While some see chaos, defacement, others perceive beauty, raw talent pushing boundaries. The law often sides with the former, but the streets tell a different story. Millions are captivated by the art, the message, the audacity. In the heart of the city, Ozark transforms a bland wall into a mesmerizing canvas, employing yellows and purples that capture the vibrancy of urban life. Each stroke narrates a story, with Ozark choosing colors that reflect the city's energetic pulse and the quiet moments of dusk and dawn. His artwork weaves into the urban fabric, turning nondescript spaces into cultural landmarks that speak of personal expression and community identity. As observers engage with Ozark's creation, they encounter not just the bold colors, but the emotions and thoughts he layers within the urban canvas. Ozark's process is a thoughtful journey, where each hue, be it the deep browns that ground his work or the lively yellows that offer hope, tells part of the city's ongoing story. Through Ozark's visual symphony, the graffiti not only beautifies but also challenges and inspires, redefining the urban landscape and enriching the cultural dialogue of the city. If you don't like the mundanity of plain walls but still crave a splash of creativity, let Ozark and Chase transform your perspective. In the heart of the city, a silent agreement passes between Ozark and Chase. A nod, a glance, and a mutual understanding. This wall will bear witness to their artistic clash. Ozark seizes his paint roller, his strokes bold and decisive, each swath of crimson declaring his fiery intent. Chase, with a dancer's grace, wields his spray cans, weaving a tapestry of earthy tones that speak of nature's deep, undisturbed calm. Together, they summon a backdrop of royal purple, a curtain of mystery behind their vibrant declarations. As Chase outlines his creation in contrasting red and highlights it with dashes of white, his name emerges as a beacon of creativity. Not to be outdone, Ozark frames his fiery script in authoritative black. His final stroke, a yellow key line, commands attention. Step back and behold a once drab wall transformed into a pulsating dialogue of colour and creativity. This is no mere street art. It's a testament to the power of collaboration, a symphony painted in spray and rolled in resolve. I'm sure you've heard the news. Melbourne is invading Adelaide, not with an army, but with spray cans and endless creativity. Get ready for a colourful takeover. In the heart of the action, we've got Mensk, Joyce and Saul, three trailblazing artists from Melbourne. They've packed their bags and their best nozzles to support their mate, Tommy Terror, an Adelaide rapper known for his fiery bars. But first, a pit stop. Time to meet Skills, Adelaide's own graffiti guru. Skills, knowing every nook and cranny of his city, takes the crew to a local legend known as Slimies. It's not your everyday tourist spot, but for these artists, it's paradise. Picture this, a sprawling concrete canvas under a bridge where the real magic happens after dark. As the sun sets, our artists get to work. Mentz goes bold with vibrant yellows, while Joyce opts for fiery reds, and Saul smooths in some cool blues. Enter Aqua, another local talent who brings a splash of purples into the mix. Together, they transform Slimies into a masterpiece of colours and chaos. The result? A stunning display of street art that not only brightens up Adelaide, but also ties two cities together through the power of art and friendship. Slimies might be a hidden gem, but tonight it's the brightest star in the city. So whether you're from Melbourne, Adelaide or anywhere in between, remember, art knows no boundaries. Until next time, keep pushing those creative limits.
Let's go! Run! I feel like I'm almost 1,000 changes, put me on something, let's go! My king sounds to be going on, I'm back to place again.
A place where art meets rebellion, and walls speak louder than words. Imagine walking through a city where every corner tells a story. Every alley sings a song of colours. This is the world of graffiti artists, masters of the spray can, architects of the street. By night, these artists cloak themselves in shadows, their fingers dancing over the cold surfaces of forgotten walls. With each press of the nozzle, they breathe life into the mundane, their vibrant tags and murals turning gloomy underpasses into canvases of public imagination. But as the sun rises, there's a shift. Enter the era of the professional street artist. Commissioned by businesses and admired by passers-by, these artists transform public perceptions, showing that graffiti isn't just about defiance, it's a legitimate art form. Yet let's think about the heart of graffiti. The rush, the urgency, the thrill of creating something beautiful where it isn't supposed to be. These artists paint with a timer ticking down, racing against the looming threat of the next patrol car. Now, imagine if we gave them more than just seconds. Imagine the masterpieces they could create with time on their side. Picture this. The very same walls that were once hastily covered in tags, now detailed with intricate, sprawling murals. These are more than just paintings, they are stories of resilience, tales of a city's soul etched into its very skin. And it's not just about transforming walls, it's about transforming lives, communities coming together, celebrating the once overlooked corners of their neighbourhoods. Children playing in the shadows of giants. Artistic giants that once were mere vandals in the eyes of many. So what if we stopped chasing these artists away? What if we embraced them, gave them spaces to experiment, to express, to exist? We could turn fleeting moments of illegal art into lasting legacies of cultural celebration. It's time to see graffiti for what it truly can be. A tool for urban renewal, a catalyst for community cohesion, and a platform for incredible artistry. Let's paint a new picture of our cities together. Let's make those walls talk, not just in whispers, but in shouts of colour and creativity. Let's turn our cities into open-air galleries, showcasing the raw, untamed talent of the streets. Thanks for taking this journey with me. Remember, every wall is a potential masterpiece waiting to happen. Let's make it happen. Industrial grit meets artistic brilliance. Lonsdale's industrial suburb, a concrete jungle teeming with warehouses, factories and loading docks. Not exactly the first place that springs to mind when you think of vibrant art, but behind this facade of industry, a hidden world of creativity thrives. The unexpected canvas of weathered brick and corrugated metal bursts to life with an explosion of colour and form. This is the urban jungle reimagined. This is the domain of the graffiti artist. Venturing into this urban labyrinth, we're greeted by an array of styles, each piece whispering tales of the artist and their inspirations. Names like Tens, Tunes, Voice and Embers emerge from the walls, each leaving their unique mark on this concrete tapestry. Their creations, far from mere vandalism, speak volumes. They challenge, provoke and inspire, transforming the mundane into the magnificent. This is not just art for art's sake. It's a raw, unfiltered expression of the human experience. It's a dialogue between the artist and the city, a visual conversation that unfolds on the walls for all to see. There's a certain thrill in discovering these hidden gems, in witnessing the creativity that flourishes in the most unexpected of places. It's a reminder that art knows no boundaries, no limitations. It thrives in the cracks of the pavement, explodes on the sides of buildings, and transforms the urban landscape into a living, breathing gallery. Join me as we delve deeper into this world, exploring the stories behind the art and the artists who dare to reshape our perception of the city. Tense! The name itself suggests a certain edginess, and his work doesn't disappoint. His murals, often sprawling across vast expanses of wall, pulsate with energy. Geometric patterns intertwine with abstract figures, creating a sense of movement and chaos that's impossible to ignore. There's a frenetic energy to his lines, a sense of urgency in his strokes, reflecting the fast-paced pulse of the city itself. Toons, on the other hand, injects a playful whimsy into the urban landscape. His creations are a riot of colour, featuring cartoonish characters and whimsical creatures. There's a childlike wonder in his work, a sense of joy that's infectious. Looking at his pieces, you can't help but smile, transported back to a time when imagination reigned supreme. Imagine, if you will, a journey not just through space, but through a vibrant cascade of human expression. Every day, thousands travel the train line from Seaford to Adelaide, many engrossed in the digital world through the screens of their phones. But for those who lift their eyes beyond these glowing rectangles, a unique gallery awaits. I'm talking about the graffiti that adorns the walls along the railway. These are not mere acts of random vandalism, but the signatures of local artists, each piece a fleeting glimpse into the soul of Adelaide's vibrant street art community. As the train hustles along, windows frame ever-changing scenes of colour and creativity. It's an evolving exhibition, accessible to all, completely free of charge. Here, the mundane red bricks and grey concrete are transformed into a canvas, celebrating the untamed beauty of urban artistry. You see, every spray-painted name has a story. These artists, often unseen, craft their identities in bold letters and vivid colours under the cover of anonymity. To appreciate their work is to engage in a silent conversation with the unknown. It's a world where fame is marked not by one's face, but by one's style and daring. And so, as you next find yourself aboard this moving gallery, I invite you to look up from your daily distractions. Observe the layers of paint and passion that blur past. In these fleeting moments, you share a connection with the artists who leave their marks on these urban surfaces. They do not just decorate, they communicate, they challenge, they beautify. In a world rushing by, this graffiti along Adelaide's train line offers a reminder of the creativity that thrives in the peripheries of our daily paths. So next time, let your journey be not just towards a destination, but an exploration of the hidden art gallery that rides alongside you. It is there, free and magnificent, awaiting your discerning eye. My train journey began in the coastal town of Seaford. The air was fresh, with a hint of salt from the nearby ocean. As the train pulled away from the station, I settled into my seat. I was eager to see the landscape change as we journeyed towards the bustling city of Adelaide. The promise of a new adventure always excites me, and this journey, I knew, would be filled with unique observations. The train tracks stretched out before us, a steel ribbon guiding our way. The scenery outside my window began its transformation. The coastal plains, dotted with small towns and fields, gradually gave way to the outskirts of the city. I watched with fascination as the landscape shifted. Buildings grew taller and more frequent, a concrete jungle slowly replacing the open spaces. The walls, bridges and tunnels of the city were alive with an artistic language of their own. Each stroke of paint, each bold design seemed to tell a story. It was a story of the city itself, of its people and their vibrant culture. I was captivated by this unexpected art gallery that unfolded before my eyes. The graffiti art I saw was not mere vandalism. It was a powerful form of expression, a way for artists to claim their space and share their vision with the world. These were not just random scribbles. They were intricate designs, carefully crafted murals that showcased immense talent and creativity. The artists who created these works were clearly skilled, their artistry evident in every detail. As the train continued its journey, the graffiti art served as a visual chronicle of the city's evolution. Older pieces, faded and weathered, spoke of a bygone era. They were layered with newer works, showcasing the changing styles and trends of the city's artistic community. The walls became a living timeline, reflecting the passage of time and the constant flow of creative energy. The graffiti art also highlighted the diverse communities that called the city home. Different neighborhoods had their own unique artistic styles, reflecting the cultural influences and perspectives of the people who lived there. The art became a way for communities to express their identity and share their stories with the world. It was a powerful reminder that diversity is a source of strength and beauty. My train journey from Seaford to Adelaide was more than just a physical journey. It was a journey through the heart of urban creativity, a testament to the power of art to transform and inspire. The graffiti art I witnessed along the way was a constant source of fascination, a reminder that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places. These vibrant murals, created by talented artists like those from the AOD, B2B, 73A, AFT and JBL crews, were not just decorations. They were expressions of identity, reflections of culture, and powerful statements about the world we live in. They transformed the mundane into the extraordinary, breathing life and colour into the concrete jungle. As the train pulled into Adelaide station, I couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the journey I had experienced. The graffiti art had opened my eyes to a new way of seeing the world, a world where creativity knows no bounds, and where art can flourish even in the most unexpected places. It was a journey I would never forget. Adelaide, a city known for its vibrant art scene, has a unique canvas, its freight trains. These steel behemoths, rumbling through the city's arteries, serve as a dynamic, ever-changing gallery of street art. This phenomenon, unseen in most cities, transforms mundane industrial giants into vibrant displays of colour and creativity. What makes this phenomenon fascinating is the transient nature of the art. Unlike static murals, these creations disappear as quickly as they appear, rolling away to distant destinations, only to be replaced by new works. This fleeting beauty adds a layer of intrigue, making each sighting a unique encounter with the city's unseen artists. The artists, often working under the cover of darkness, remain anonymous. They are ghosts in the night, leaving behind their colourful marks on the cold metallic canvases. Their motives are as diverse as their art, ranging from pure artistic expression to social commentary, adding another layer of complexity to this urban puzzle. This continuous cycle of creation and disappearance of artists and their unseen audience transforms Adelaide's freight trains into more than just carriers of goods. They become moving canvases, reflecting the pulse of the city's creative spirit. This unique interplay between art and industry is a spectacle unique to Adelaide, adding a vibrant chapter to its cultural narrative. The presence of art on freight trains has ignited a passionate discourse within the community. Some view it as vandalism, a blight on the urban landscape, advocating for its removal. Others celebrate it as an integral part of Adelaide's cultural identity, arguing for its preservation. This divide in opinion extends beyond the realm of art appreciation. It touches upon broader issues of public space, ownership, and the role of art in society. It reflects the ongoing tension between traditional views and the evolving dynamics of urban art. On one hand, there's the understandable concern for the preservation of public property. The costs associated with cleaning and maintenance, coupled with the potential for safety hazards, fuel the argument against graffiti. This perspective often emphasizes the need for order and control. On the other hand, proponents of street art highlight its role in transforming mundane urban spaces into vibrant canvases. They argue that it reflects the city's soul, showcasing the creativity and rebellious spirit of its youth. This viewpoint champions the democratization of art, making it accessible to all, regardless of social standing or economic background. The ongoing debate. The debate surrounding freight train graffiti extends beyond the city of Adelaide. It reflects a global conversation about the nature of street art, its place in society, and its impact on the urban landscape. This ongoing discourse underscores the complex relationship between art, public space, and individual expression. The question of whether it constitutes art or vandalism remains a subject of intense debate. Critics often focus on the unauthorized nature of the act, viewing it as a violation of property rights and a disregard for public order. They argue that it detracts from the aesthetic appeal of the urban environment, creating a sense of decay and lawlessness. However, supporters of street art counter that it breathes life into otherwise sterile urban spaces. They view it as a form of democratic expression, accessible to those often excluded from traditional art institutions. They argue that it reflects the pulse of the city, showcasing the energy and creativity of its inhabitants. The heart of the debate lies in the interpretation of intent. Is it an act of vandalism or a bold expression of artistic freedom? The answer, like the art itself, is often subjective and open to interpretation. This ambiguity is perhaps what makes the phenomenon so compelling, sparking dialogues and challenging preconceived notions about art and its role in society. The saga of Adelaide's freight train art is a testament to the ever-evolving nature of the urban landscape. It showcases the dynamic interplay between art, industry, and public perception. The transient nature of this art form, coupled with the ongoing debate surrounding its legality and artistic merit, ensures that it remains a captivating and ever-changing spectacle. This unique phenomenon serves as a constant reminder that cities are not static entities but living, breathing organisms. They are canvases upon which individuals, artists and communities leave their mark, shaping the urban narrative in ways both subtle and profound. The presence of art on freight trains adds a layer of vibrancy and dynamism to Adelaide's urban fabric. It sparks conversations, challenges perceptions, and ultimately enriches the city's cultural tapestry. This ongoing interplay between creation and erasure, between artistic expression and public response, ensures that the story of Adelaide's freight train art remains a captivating tale of urban evolution. Whether one views it as art or vandalism, there's no denying the impact of this phenomenon on Adelaide's cultural landscape. It serves as a constant reminder that cities are not merely concrete jungles, but living, breathing canvases, reflecting the dynamism and creativity of their inhabitants. And in the heart of this ever-evolving urban narrative, the freight trains of Adelaide continue to roll on, carrying not just goods, but also a vibrant tapestry of artistic expression. The morning rush hour in Adelaide. Cars stand bumper to bumper, their occupants lost in the daily ritual of the commute. A familiar sound cuts through the air, the low rumble of a freight train approaching. As the train rumbles past, a burst of colour explodes onto the scene. The dull grey carriages are transformed into a moving canvas adorned with vibrant graffiti art. This is Adelaide's unique art gallery, a collection of ever-changing exhibits showcased on the sides of freight trains. From intricate murals to bold lettering, the graffiti art breathes life into the mundane, injecting a dose of creativity into the daily grind. Each passing train tells a story, a fleeting glimpse into the minds of the artists who wield their spray cans with passion and purpose. For the commuters caught in the city's rhythm, these unexpected art encounters offer a welcome distraction. The wait at a traffic light becomes an opportunity to appreciate a unique art form, to decipher the messages hidden within the colours and shapes. The train disappears as quickly as it arrived, leaving behind a trail of wonder and a lingering sense of artistic inspiration. The public's reaction to freight train art is as diverse as the art itself. Some view it as vandalism, a blight on the urban landscape. Others embrace it as a vibrant form of artistic expression, a welcome addition to the city's cultural fabric. For many commuters, the unexpected appearance of a colourfully adorned freight train is a source of delight, a brief moment of beauty in the midst of the daily grind. It's amazing how something so simple can brighten up your day, says John, a daily commuter who often finds himself admiring the artwork on passing trains. It's like a free art exhibition, right there in front of you. It makes you think, it makes you feel something. The ephemeral nature of freight train art adds to its allure. the artwork is constantly changing, with new pieces appearing and disappearing as trains travel across the country. This element of surprise and transience creates a sense of anticipation, a constant curiosity about what the next train might reveal. It transforms the city into a living, breathing art gallery, where the exhibits are always on the move. The graffiti art on Adelaide's freight trains is more than just paint on metal. It represents a vibrant subculture, a community of artists who have found their voice in an unconventional medium. It's a form of creative expression that challenges the traditional notions of art, bringing it out of the galleries and into the everyday lives of ordinary people. For the artists, it's an opportunity to showcase their talent, to share their stories with the world. For the viewers, it's a chance encounter with beauty, a moment of reflection and inspiration. The freight trains, once symbols of industry and commerce, are transformed into moving canvases, carrying the spirit of Adelaide's artistic soul. As the sun sets on another day in Adelaide, casting long shadows across the cityscape, the freight trains continue their journeys, their colourful exteriors reflecting the fading light. They carry with them not just goods and cargo, but also the hopes, dreams, and artistic expressions of a city that embraces creativity in all its forms. The art on the move leaves a lasting impression, a reminder that beauty can be found in the most unexpected of places. Graffiti, the art of writing or drawings on public surfaces, has existed for centuries. However, the modern form of graffiti we know today originated in New York City in the late 1960s. From its humble beginnings in the subway tunnels of New York, graffiti art quickly spread to other major cities across the United States. By the 1980s, it had become a global phenomenon, reaching cities as far afield as Adelaide, Australia. This rapid proliferation was fueled by a number of factors, including the rise of hip-hop culture, the availability of affordable spray paint, and the inherent human desire for self-expression. The evolution of graffiti from simple tags to elaborate murals is a testament to the creativity and skill of its practitioners. Early graffiti often consisted of simple signatures or tags, which served as a way for individuals to mark their territory and gain recognition within their communities. As the art form developed, artists began to experiment with different styles, techniques and materials, resulting in the creation of increasingly complex and visually stunning pieces. From stylized lettering and cartoon characters to intricate portraits and abstract designs, graffiti has become a powerful form of visual communication that transcends linguistic and cultural barriers. The spread of graffiti from New York to other cities was facilitated by the movement of people and ideas. As individuals travelled and interacted with others, they brought with them their own unique styles and perspectives, contributing to the development of regional variations in graffiti art. The advent of the internet and social media further accelerated the dissemination of graffiti culture, allowing artists from around the world to connect, share their work, and inspire one another. Today, graffiti can be found in virtually every corner of the globe, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to the ancient walls of Rome. Trains have long been favoured canvases for graffiti artists for a number of reasons. Firstly, the large flat surfaces of train cars provide ample space for artists to create their work. Unlike walls or other stationary objects, trains offer a vast, uninterrupted canvas that allows for the creation of large-scale murals and intricate designs. The smooth, metallic surfaces of train cars also lend themselves well to spray paint, which adheres easily and provides vibrant, long-lasting colour. Secondly, trains are inherently mobile, meaning that graffiti painted on them can be seen by a wide audience as they travel through the city. For graffiti artists, this mobility is essential, as it allows them to showcase their work to a much larger audience than would be possible with stationary art. Each train journey becomes a mobile exhibition, transporting the artist's message and aesthetic across the urban landscape. This element of movement adds an exciting dimension to graffiti, transforming it into a dynamic and ever-changing art form. Finally, the act of painting graffiti on trains is often seen as a daring and rebellious act, which appeals to the anti-establishment ethos that is often associated with graffiti culture. Trains are highly visible and heavily guarded, making them a challenging and risky target for graffiti artists. The very act of painting on a train is a statement of defiance against authority and a celebration of the artist's ability to subvert the rules and regulations that govern public space. This element of risk and rebellion is an integral part of the allure of train graffiti, adding to its mystique and intrigue. Train graffiti transforms the urban environment into a dynamic art gallery, with each train journey serving as a mobile exhibition. As trains travel through the city, they carry with them the artwork of countless graffiti artists, exposing a diverse audience to a constantly changing display of creativity and expression. This mobility is one of the defining characteristics of train graffiti, distinguishing it from other forms of street art that are confined to specific locations. The transient nature of train graffiti adds an element of serendipity to the viewing experience. Unlike traditional art galleries, where visitors can choose what they want to see, the audience for train graffiti is often unaware of what they will encounter. Each train journey holds the potential for a unique and unexpected artistic encounter, adding an element of surprise and delight to the daily commute. This element of chance makes train graffiti a truly democratic art form, accessible to anyone who happens to be in the right place at the right time. Furthermore, the movement of trains across the cityscape allows graffiti artists to reach a diverse audience that might not otherwise have access to art. Train graffiti transcends socio-economic barriers, bringing art to the streets and public spaces where it can be enjoyed by people from all walks of life. This accessibility is one of the most powerful aspects of train graffiti, making it a truly public art form that can be appreciated by everyone. The perception of graffiti as art or vandalism is a subject of ongoing debate. For some, graffiti is a valid form of artistic expression, showcasing creativity, skill, and social commentary. They see the vibrant colours, intricate designs, and thought-provoking messages as enhancements to the urban environment, challenging traditional notions of art and its place in society. Others view graffiti as a form of vandalism, defacing public property and creating an atmosphere of blight and decay. They argue that graffiti is a form of visual pollution that undermines the aesthetic appeal of the city and creates a sense of lawlessness and disrespect for public space. This perspective often stems from the association of graffiti with gang activity and territorial markings, which can contribute to a negative perception of the art form. The debate over graffiti's legitimacy as art is further complicated by the fact that it is often created without permission, raising questions about the boundaries of public space and the right to self-expression. While some argue that graffiti is a form of free speech that should be protected, others contend that it is a form of trespassing that violates the rights of property owners and undermines the social order. This tension between individual expression and collective responsibility lies at the heart of the ongoing debate surrounding graffiti. Train graffiti has become a global phenomenon, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers to connect artists and audiences around the world. From its humble beginnings in the subway tunnels of New York, train graffiti has evolved into a dynamic and ever-changing art form that challenges traditional notions of art and its place in society. While its legitimacy as art remains a subject of debate, there's no denying the impact it has had on the urban landscape and the countless individuals who have been inspired by its creativity and boldness. The global reach of train graffiti is a testament to its power as a form of visual communication that transcends cultural differences. Despite variations in style and technique from one city to the next, the underlying message of self-expression, rebellion, and the desire to leave one's mark on the world remains constant. This shared language of creativity and defiance unites graffiti artists across geographical boundaries, fostering a sense of community and shared purpose. As train graffiti continues to evolve and spread, it will undoubtedly face new challenges and opportunities. The increasing use of surveillance technology, the privatization of public space, and the ongoing debate over graffiti's legal status will all shape the future of this dynamic art form. However, the enduring appeal of train graffiti lies in its ability to capture the spirit of urban life, reflecting the energy, diversity, and ever-changing nature of the city itself. In a world increasingly dominated by digital technology and virtual experiences, train graffiti offers a tangible and immediate connection to the physical world, reminding us of the power of art to transform our surroundings and inspire our imaginations. Ironically, the same society that often condemns graffiti as vandalism readily accepts the ubiquitous presence of corporate advertising in public spaces. Billboards, posters, and other forms of commercial messaging are pervasive features of the urban landscape, yet they rarely elicit the same level of outrage as graffiti. This hypocrisy highlights the double standard that often exists in our perception of art and advertising. Consider, for example, the iconic golden arches of McDonald's. This corporate logo is plastered on buildings, billboards, and vehicles around the world, saturating our visual field with its commercial message. While few would argue that the McDonald's logo is a form of high art, it is nonetheless a powerful symbol that has become deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness. Its ubiquity raises questions about the nature of public space and the extent to which it can be appropriated for commercial purposes. The contrast between our acceptance of corporate advertising and our condemnation of graffiti reveals a fundamental inconsistency in our values. While we readily embrace the commercialization of public space, we often resist the intrusion of art that challenges the status quo or expresses alternative viewpoints. This double standard suggests that our aversion to graffiti may stem not from its aesthetic qualities, but from its potential to disrupt the dominant cultural narrative.